Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. Because I feel like this episode was flat too, but we're going to talk about it. Martell is still complaining about Marcel trying to downplay what he and Mel did for them. Or, yeah, what he and Mel did for him and his family. And then we also see where Tisha is over there working on this hairline with her daughters. And she says that they've been working on it for like the past 4 or 5 years, but I feel like we haven't really seen it until what's that girl? Stormy and them
Stormy.
came on the show. So I'm like, I guess it's been 4 or 5 years. Do you see Marceau coming in there trying to take control over how Tisha works with her daughters? But didn't he say about 4 or 5 years ago, wasn't he down talking and saying, didn't he speak on the place of where women are supposed to be?
He did.
And then now
I
you
guess
want to
he's
come in
trying
here
to
and
act
teach your
like there's a
girls?
difference. Yeah, he was trying
Yeah.
to act like, oh, that's he said that's personal. I'm talking about business. In business, a CEO doesn't have a sex. I was just like, okay, Marcel. Is that the reason why Tisha doesn't actually have any power in you guys' business, but she owns 85%?
And talk
I
about
think
it.
it's because she's a wife. I think Marcel feels that way about wives. Wives should not
Mm.
have any say so. But as
Mm,
far as his daughters, he will, aspire them to be like Mel.
mm. But he said that he
Ooh.
don't bring up gender at all when it comes to business. He said it was interesting because I'm like, are you talking about recent? And then he said he never does that. And I'm like, well, you do, number one, with women. And number two, you just sat up there and tried to stun Courtney a few weeks ago because he works in a hair care business. So as a man. So what the hell is we really talking about, Mr. Marceau? What's going on here? And
Make
then
it make sense.
we see Stormy and Tisha have a sit down. And Stormy actually asked this woman if she does not like when she calls her husband a bitch. I was like, Stormy, you wouldn't like if nobody called your husband a bitch. And Tisha still sitting up there entertaining it and then gonna turn around and tell Marcel, talk about, but I like Stormy. I'm like, okay, Tisha.
Yeah, that's crazy because I would have whooped Stormy ass a long time
But you
ago.
like your husband is not Marceau.
Okay, good point. Because whenever she said, but I like Stormy, I was like, you must not like your husband then. You
Mm,
must not, because that's the only way
It was
you
giving
would
passive
allow so
aggressive
many
to me.
bitches.
It was
mm.
giving at least somebody was calling him a bitch. At least, and I'm not gonna get in
Yes.
trouble for it, but you do be
Yes.
acting like a bitch. And I told you not to go over there fucking with that lady, and you did it anyway. I low key feel like that's how she felt. Like you get what you get.
And the first time that she called him a bitch, I peeped how Tisha didn't say nothing until Kimmy piped up. Kimmy piped up to defend Tisha husband, and Tisha kind of like jumped on before Kimmy could finish her sentence, so she would get, extra credit for actually defending her husband.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Stormy is a trip. I'm like, girl, let that shit go. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do? You gonna be cool with the Scots? You gonna be cool with them because you can't beef with every single person on this show.
We already
Mm.
see how you don't like to speak to Mel when she be talking to you. There's
Mm.
that.
Stormy said something that was a bit confusing to me. I don't know if y'all caught it. She was like, she's been, I guess, like she's had this attitude since she was 4, but then she also turned around and said that she don't like to hold grudges. I hope I quoted her right. And I'm like, well, then why are we still talking about this Marceau thing and him being sassy and him being a
Stormy
bit?
said she didn't like to hold grudges.
Yeah,
That's
Lying.
that's
true.
what she said.
That's true. She don't, and I said that she don't like to hold grudges. But the thing is, she worried about her perception. She still got to look like a badass and let her energy match all the shit that she talked to everybody else. I think that's her issue. Her issue is
Mm.
that she talked too much shit to the group,
Mm-hmm.
and then she feel like a dummy if she goes back and retracts all that energy. So even though she really not beefing with you, she still kind of got to act like she don't fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what she been doing. So yeah, she ain't lying. She don't like conflict.
Mm.
She just like to show out, like the bad
Interesting.
kids in class.
And
And
I
then
feel
when
Yeah.
the
like she
teachers
only
call
do
you
that.
back, you crying because
Yeah.
you didn't get no apples and peanut butter before you went to school.
Embarrassing. Embarrassing. It was something else I was gonna say about Stormy, but I cannot. Oh, I was gonna say something like about the Marceau thing. Like, I wonder if she continues to ride Marceau a bit because she knows that a lot of the audience don't care for Marceau like that, and maybe she probably thought it would win the audience over a bit, but it's actually not necessarily helping, So just reevaluate that. Let's let that go. Kimmy. Kimmy's still over here talking about her sex life. I don't understand why when Kimmy gets on the screen with architect woman, I cannot think of her first name, but I know she's an architect. I don't like their scenes. I don't like their scenes because I feel like Love and Marriage Huntsville waste their damn time on footage. And they typically put her scenes there, like last year when they had to sit down at the restaurant. That's when they ain't got shit else going on in the episode. So now you're forcing us to hear about Kimmy's sex life that does not exist. And Andrea, thank y'all. That does not exist, and she's still trying to get it back. And it was just like, it was just irritating. I was like, girl, don't nobody care. Like, let's move on. We also learned that Kimmy and Maurice been dealing with marital issues even before they was married, because his ass don't like to listen, but she still married him anyway because that's just how she is. So now she's open to having some type of sex therapy, but high key, she don't think that's gonna work because she know he ain't gonna listen for real. He gonna act like he listening, and then he gonna get back to doing whatever he been doing, like the Scots always do. What did y'all think about that sit down and her wanting to get therapy?
And Kimmy got her clown mask on like she always do. I hate it for her. I really do. And Jamie, to your point, how you know that the episode wasn't gonna give shit, we spent too long talking about the sex scene again. And then we spent too long watching Tisha and Marcel record this commercial.
Ooh.
Probably 10 minutes of the show. Yes. I was just like, I can't. Kimmy, I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't. It's just, I don't have anything else to say. I don't want to go bad on her again. I've given her enough.
Well, I'm gonna say I was bored. I'm gonna say that if your mind and your heart don't feel up to it, your body isn't gonna respond no matter what y'all attempt to do. And I think that what you're missing here, I hate to sound cliche, is understanding. I think if you felt like Maurice cared more about how you feel and your mental and your spiritual, then you might be more inclined to have sex and be more into it, maybe feel safer. But he's not even giving you the space for that. I think the sex toy that needs to be purchased is a Gawk 3000 or a pocket pussy. But you need to get something for him to play with so he can get out of your dry regions, pumping them and making them chafe. Because we all know what happens when you're not getting wet and you continue to pump. I know y'all probably got a lifetime supply of KY jelly, but oh my God, it's giving torture.
I had to look up that Gawk 3000. I didn't know what that was. I don't be knowing what that is.
Commercials on Instagram?
I don't be knowing what that is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, oh, I've seen it before though. I've seen it before. I just didn't know what it was called. So I'm like, oh, that's what he needs. He definitely needs one. He might need two of them.
He needs his own sex therapy to find out why he needs to have sex every single day of the week.
Ooh,
he does. Because it's very much, y'all know how we talked about that lady at the beginning, how she was like, what are we doing to make them not? Kimmy's doing all of this. What am I doing to not want to be on his level? Instead of saying, what the hell is he on?
Child.
And that's what she should do. Nigga? What is he on?
And Barry, I have a question. Did y'all see the video of Nell and Tisha and them dancing and all of that?
No. Did you send it to us?
No, I didn't. I think I saw it on Facebook, but I was over on her Instagram trying to see if I could find the video. But like Tisha was behind Nell, and Nell was popping it all the way down to the ground and stuff like that. And Tisha was like, all behind her or whatever the case is. I think I may have a video, but not that video. I think this video might be of just a Nell. But anywho, it just made me question where Nell's friendship is with Melody. Because once you get cool with the other folks, Mel ain't fucking with you like that. And she has been really hanging out with Destiny, and she's been hanging out with Tisha. So I'm like, Nell,
With Destiny.
Destiny, yeah. With Destiny too. Yes, girl. Let me see if I can share a piece of the screen.
Yeah, let's see that.
Let me see if I can share a piece. Give me a second.
Yeah, hold on. I need you to stop. Do you
What?
see the eyebrows in this picture to the
Right
far
here?
right?
This one?
I do. Very boxy.
And what did I tell y'all? It's given. I want to get in where I fit in. Okay?
Ooh.
I want to be put on. You cannot trust nobody with the boxy eyebrows. You cannot.
I told y'all about Nell.
She just made me hungry.
I don't know if it's gonna be in this video or not, but Nell, baby, she was over there getting it down. But of course, Tisha is there. You know, Tisha and Destiny were there too. I think Destiny may have like posted like pictures of them, but there was like an actual video that I have not seen. But there was I've seen it, but I haven't seen it on Instagram. But there was an actual video of Destiny that was like, you know, her and old girl was like dancing down to the ground. Hold on, let me see. Is it on Destiny's thing? No, it's not. But like you see them here together.
Yeah, that was Tisha, huh? That was Tisha.
I saw them on the yacht too.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah, that's right. You're right. This it right here.
Is that Kiki? Who in the red dress?
No,
that's
Nell and
Nell.
Tisha. That's Nell and Tisha.
Getting it down
I ain't
to the
gonna say nothing,
ground.
but y'all know what I'm thinking.
No,
go ahead and say it. Because I go ahead and say it. And so I can throw up.
No, I don't think they doing it, but it's not that I think that, but y'all know how like people just be looking like if they would just really be real with themselves, they might like that more than they want to admit. Tisha, the way Tisha rolled up behind that lady, I'm gonna just leave it alone.
Oh my.
Tisha rolled up. Listen, I saw a TikTok video of some girls that went on a trip or some shit. And all they did was hump each other in the videos. I'm like, so you want me to believe that y'all didn't fuck on this girl's trip? Okay. No. Like all they do is be, you know, from behind, you know, like rubbing, you know, dancing on each other from behind and shit. And listen, I don't play like that. As a bisexual woman, if I'm grinding on you, I'm probably trying to fuck you. I'm not grinding on nobody.
That's Tisha. Look at her. Look at her now.
Look.
Girl, Nell putting it on the girl. Nell said, I got no Megan needs for you. Oh, okay. They getting it in. Girl, well, do y'all thing. She was just going in on Tisha not too long ago, wasn't she?
And she just wanted to be friends. She didn't know how to go about it. You know how people be doing.
She could be friends with who she wants. I just wanted.
She said, let's fall out and make up, and then we could be friends since you're not sending me invites.
I told y'all.
Y'all can have fun. I ain't saying, you know, I hope y'all just having fun, but it look, you know.
It look
I'm
wet.
Just leave it alone. Listen, it looked like y'all just need to turn around and cross legs.
I mean, don't Kiki end up saying something about a threesome though? Later in the season,
she does insinuate Marcel. Yeah.
Now, what is Nell on, baby? What is Nell on? I don't know what Nell on, but bitch, I want some. Do you hear me?
Look at Chris.
Listen,
you're doing amazing, sweetie. Okay, husband.
Okay.
Ooh, y'all know what they look
I'm
like,
having
right?
a blast tonight.
They look like one of them old couples that's doing each other a favor in his life.
Tisha was on that thing, girl. Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I have fun, girl. Okay. Get it, girl. Where is Miss Wanda?
Yeah, she
gonna call it. All right, I don't know what's going on down there.
Where is Miss Wanda, child? Okay, so that was them. Okay, that's what they had going on. Now we got to talk about Marcel and Martell having it out in so many words. Of course, Chris Fletcher comes to the house, and I believe the whole conversation was about Marcel feeling like number one, Mel shouldn't, you know, be able to host or whatever. He feel like she doesn't have the credentials, is what he wanted to say, for him to want to pay her. He feels like, and then he's changing it. I feel like he keep changing the goalposts because he feels like people, them having a platform is irrelevant to people that don't have a platform. And my thing is this, Marcel, if that's how you feel, stop inviting people with the platform to come to your shit to speak. if you think that it's not going to be valued by people that don't have one, go find a
Himself
person
included.
that's successful without one. Exactly. So he and Martell going back and forth. It come to find out, I believe Marcel saying he loaned Martell money. Martell saying that I put this business up here for you to put money in your pocket. I believe more what Martell was saying than I believe what Marcel was saying. I just feel like
Really, you
Marcel.
do?
Mm-hmm, I do. I feel like he wouldn't have a lot of the shit that he got if it wasn't for Martell and Mel putting them on.
I believe
I
the both
do.
of them.
Mm.
I believe the both of them. But what this thing told me, the reason why I kind of want to give Marcel a little more credit for what he was saying in that scene is because I felt all along that Martell was just trying to attach himself to something great that Mel had done, which was put these people on. Yes, you were involved in that because y'all were the couple, so I guess y'all did it together. But his need to attach himself to that's what this sit down was about. Didn't have nothing to do with Mel, had everything to do with y'all don't respect me on this show no more. So let me remind you of my highest point, which was when I was with Mel. However, that backfired on his ass. And then while I do believe what Martell is saying, I believe everything he's saying, I also think that there was moments that after he had put the Scots on, he needed their help. So he was sitting up there stuttering because I think Marcel actually hit a spot. So yeah, I mean, I guess he should have thought about that. But I honestly think that this was a situation where Martell's pride and need to feel important ended up shooting himself in the foot. And Marcel ended up sharing some stuff that he wasn't, ready to talk about.
Ready to talk about, gotcha.
I also think, I mean, did everybody catch the tea of it all? Basically, like Marcel was giving Martell money for the cheatation of it all. Like it almost seemed like y'all went into business with each other because Marcel and them really wanted, I think they wanted a construction or reservation, property reservation business just like Mel and Martell, but they didn't have the credit and they probably couldn't get the loan. So Mel and Martell made the business and did the skull thing with them and then made it so
then
that
sold
Marcel
it.
can buy them out. Right. So that then they just own it and then they can go back to owning Holt and Holt. That was the situation. The thing I feel like what Marcel was saying was that, nigga, you didn't do that for me out the kindness of your heart. You did that for me because I was hiding your secrets and I was helping fund your little side lifestyle. I was helping you with that shit. Mel did not know that. Mel thought she was doing something because, we all friends and let's all work together, because she's all about that. But I think between Marceau and Martell, it was more of a, you gonna help me with this business that I want to do because I'm helping you with your mistress.
Yeah, that explains. Since you said that, Bondi, I don't know why this like popped up into my head. That explains why Marceau met Mel in that parking lot after she found out about Ariane. He was doing his job. He was doing what he had always done, which was to try to extinguish those situations.
And I'm wondering if he was checking in with Mel to see if Mel knew anything about him. Because if she knew about Martell, it could have been possible that whatever Marcel was doing also came out at the same time, since we know that they was doing whatever they was doing together, allegedly them having that apartment together and all of that. I mean, even Maurice said they had an apartment together. So there's that.
Damn. I didn't even think about it like that. Well.
Yeah, two fools. Y'all got too much on each other. So who's gonna speak first? Nobody. Martell just want to feel respected.
People feel like Tisha knew and Tisha helped too. And that's the reason why Mel stopped fucking with Tisha. Because it was like, bitch, you knew. And she might have known per pillow talk because Marcel gives me the type to give her slight heads up so she wouldn't be caught off guard, especially before they came on the show. Now, after the show, I don't know. But before the show, is given that he might have told Tisha what was going on so that Tisha would help them hide shit from Mel. Because, he got control of Tisha. So it's a different dynamic than what Martell got going on with Mel. That wouldn't have worked on Mel.
I don't know. Because now I'm thinking about it. I feel like whatever Martell was doing, Marcel wasn't too far-fetched from doing it himself. So would he have really told Tisha? Because then it would have probably exposed a bit of himself too.
Tisha wants to live in delusion. I think that he feels like if he would have talked about Martell, pillow talk, like, man, can you believe this shit? Nah, I would never. If they talk like that, he's already training her to put earbuds in when people do come to her with that. So I think by talking to her about those situations, it's easier than him literally just not saying nothing at all, because then she might be receptive to actually hear what people have to say. He's been training her from the get-go on what to listen
I can
to.
still hear him. You have to realize, Tisha, okay, who you're married to, Tisha. I would never be so sloppy with it. And it's not because, oh, no, I love you. No, it's not because of that. Okay. It's just because I'm not that type of man. Okay. That would make me look bad. And that would make me look a bad father. And that's not, like, I can hear him running it already. Like,
yeah, that's exactly how he tried to break it down when he about to manipulate you, child. Oh, hate to hear it.
Patty cake. Like, nigga is elementary as fuck at this point.
Anything else on Love and Marriage Huntsville? I feel like it was another dry episode, like Loving Hip Hop.
Kiki.
Oh, Kiki. Yes, Kiki. Forgot about Kiki. Kiki
Girl,
is too late.
Yeah, we don't care now. You should have said something at that big family picnic that y'all had with Wanda's nasty baked potatoes. Y'all should have said some shit then. Y'all, it's too late now.
That girl showed up and said, and why would I be so cowardice to hide my face? And I said, I don't know, maybe because you were seen in the Home Depot stealing people stuff.
Exactly.
Like now
I would have showed up. You know, I would have showed up. I would have never had. I was gonna be there. I would have been there.
Allegedly
I hate the way she always act like she tweaking like that, and I hate that because I know that's probably not even like she probably not on nothing. But once you done been on that shit fuck up your nervous system. So you be having to like move and talk fast. You know, you just don't have like a real gauge of yourself.
I think she just got anxiety. I think because in previous seasons, I don't remember her acting like this. I think that she is anxious as fuck, but trying to act like tripping. What would I be tripping for? Girl, you know.
Yeah.
You know
mind your business. That's all. Just mind
your business. Yeah, she be talking. Listen, it's giving glitch. Somebody said they discredited Gwen. Gwen said they discredited Kiki so she wouldn't be believed. Mission accomplished. Listen, I still believe what she said. I still believe whatever she said. It just always seemed like she ain't all there in the scene all the way.
Yeah, it's kind of like too late, and how the storyline is flowing. It just seems like she's only saying it to get back at Tisha for not showing up at the hospital type thing. Whereas it would have been better if you would have just dropped a bomb at the reunion when we wanted it the last time. You know, a matter of fact, when you should have dropped it at their family reunion or whatever. And Marcel was like, I dare you to say it. I dare you to say it. That's when you should have dropped it. High key. But now you done drug us a long time. So we
then came to us talking about a damn text message.
Yikes. We hate to hear it, Kiki girl. We wish you the best though, honey.
Looking forward to seeing you splash Tisha in the face with that water.
Girl, Tisha gonna be too mad.
I low-key get mad every time I see the scene. I get mad on Tisha's behalf that she threw that water in her face because that shit is so unnecessary. Like, it would have hurt her more if you came on the show and actually spilled her tea. Like, I can't wait till we get to that scene because to me it was giving jealousy. Like, once we get to the episode, you splashed her in the face because you were upset. You are jealous. I just don't understand why you would do that. So no, get her gone. I don't care. She ain't giving nothing. She ain't spilling no tea. I'm done. Your 15 minutes is up.
That's why that whole talking about the threesome is gonna fall flat on top of that slinging of the water, because it all just seems like you just trying to throw stuff against the wall now because your cousin didn't show up and support you how you may have wanted her to when you've been showing up for her, you know, for the first part of the season or whatever. So I don't know, Kiki girl, we gonna see how this play out, but I'm damn sure looking forward to your husband ready to run up on Marcel. So I want to see what kind of energy that's going to be giving.